Live from Southwest Florida's morning news source. This is Fox 4 News Rising.
That would be Jake, for short. He's the one that's made himself comfortable right under my chair here. And he brought along Patrick Logue from Barkbusters as well.
I have the license. So
You have the license. Which one brings which one, we're not quite sure
really
yet.
Sure, but if you work with Barkbusters, hopefully you'll be bringing the dog, because that's what they teach, how to train your dogs and how to kind of be the leader of the pack.
Well, right. Well, Hodge is just coming up into the area here. Obviously, as good parents and good educators, we want to give our child an education. Whenever we have a dog, they would normally get this education in terms of who's in charge from the pack. But because they're not in the pack anymore, it's our responsibility as the humans, as the owners, as the handlers, to give our dog that education. And that's what we do.
And you guys actually just came out with a brand new book.
We revised our book. This is our new book. This is called Training Dogs the Aussie Way. And it gives you answers to the questions of, would you like a well-behaved dog?
The answer is yes.
Well, absolutely. You know, certainly, you know, people that are on the fence or people that we take phone calls and when I meet out and about at parks and whatnot, a well-behaved dog beats the alternative.
Oh, yeah. Paws down.
Paws down. It beats the alternative every time. And what we know is that once we have a well-behaved dog, a dog that is mindful and attentive to what you want and understands where its place is in your family as that of a follower, not as a decision maker, then getting great obedience out of that dog is going to be relatively simple.
And I know you're probably thinking at home, okay, my dog is a spaz attack, it's bouncing all over the walls, but you know, we've seen it here in the studio when another dog comes in, and just after 30 minutes, you do amazing work. And look at Jake, so well behaved with all the cameras, all the lights. So it can work for any dog, right?
It can work for any dog. I have some clients that have some puppies that are as young as 2.5 months old that we're starting to work with.
Right.
But I've also have clients that have dogs that are 16 years old.
Wow.
So poor behavior is poor behavior.
So you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There you go. We put that myth to rest. So
You do a lot of it through just vocal commands and stuff. There's no choke collars or anything like that involved.
There's no choke collars. Some people on TV see the little bit of the chain here, but if we pull this all the way tight, it's still just my dog's natural neck size.
Yeah, I can still get my fingers
He can stand
under
to lose a couple pounds, but Jeff and I can relate to that as well.
Oh, no.
So with that in mind, it is about body language. It is about vocal tones. Other trainers might use prong collars or other things, and they say, oh, they don't hurt the dog. Well, if they don't hurt the dog, then why use them?
Exactly.
Very true. And we're going to have more with Patrick coming up in our 8 o'clock hour. But right now, if you want to get a hold of Barkbusters, toll-free number 877-500-2275 or barkbusters.com. Jake, thanks for being such a good behaved dog. And Patrick, we'll see you in a little bit.
Sounds great.
Will.
Thank you.
Very exciting. All right, well, stick with us. We have much more coming up on Fox 4 Rising. We'll be right back.
Live from Southwest Florida's morning news source. This is Fox 4 News Rising.
Well, don't you wish your dog would just do this on command, just lay there calm as a cucumber? Well, we've got a trainer here from Barkbusters who can help us out with that.
Yes, Patrick Logue is here with us this morning, and Jake just about 30 seconds ago was bouncing around and just simple command, and look at him now. And Patrick, this is possible for anyone who has a dog.
For any dog. Speaking of cucumbers, if you find yourself in a pickle, give us a call. We come to your home, we transform your dog, and if an average dog responds the way, well, an average dog would, we can see some dramatic changes in your dog's behavior within just 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
It is natural canine communication. We give a brief education in pack law and how dogs really think and act. And at no time do we get harsh, at no time do we get physical. This is a natural, holistic approach. And, well, more information.
In their new book.
In our new book, Training Dogs the Aussie Way. In the book, there's plenty of issues of case studies. And this is designed such that if you happen to live in a part of the world where there wasn't a Barkbusters yet, other than being a good opportunity to be in business, but this is a great book to just kind of get a good head start. give yourself a good education so that way you can educate your dog to have a well-behaved dog.
And it is amazing. It's all about body language and tone of voice. And can we get Jake riled up and show?
Oh, well, that's easy.
Come on, Jake!
Yeah. And this is Jake when he's playing, but if we go, good boy.
Unbelievable. And he does this all the time. And Patrick has worked with dogs we've had in the studio just randomly when you were here. And in like half an hour, you see them acting totally different.
Yeah, sometimes a lot shorter. Again, what we saw out of Jake just there is a perfect example of what we do. We got Jake excited. When Jake was excited, his ears were up, his tails were up, he was getting all big and posturous. And then in order to calm him down, I basically did the same thing. I got really big and tall, and I missed my head there.
It's okay.
I got really big and tall, and I growled at him, and I just made a sharp noise, basically communicating with him in a way that, again, he understands. Dogs don't understand English or any other language.
Or German.
Or German.
Spanish.
So in order to get the dog's attention, you need to growl at it.
Show that you're the boss.
Show that you're the boss. Now, once you have the attention of the dog and the focus of the dog, well, now you can start teaching it word associations with commands. If you say sit and you girls did, then he sat, because when you say sit, it sounds like when I say sit or my wife says sit. And so that's when we can start teaching word commands and things like that. But the first thing we need to do in order to educate is have a student that is mindful and attentive to the teacher.
Right, pay
Just
attention
like going to
first,
school.
and then you can learn whatever you need to know. And again, if you want more information, BarkBusters number 877-500-2275, or check out their website, barkbusters.com. Of course, we're going to put this on our website too, fox4now.com. Just click on the Fox 4 Rising link, and you can find out much more. And it's just amazing. It really is. We've seen it time and time again.
Terrific. And I'll be, BarkBusters will be at JC Park this Saturday from 11 to 4 in promotion of the Southwest Florida Labrador Rescue Group.
Cool. Yep,
And,
we had them on earlier.
You can come on out, and we're handing out $50 off coupons on our training. So a little incentive for everyone to come out and promote a good cause.
Thanks, Patrick. Thanks, Jake. Well, now I got to check in with a man who's always interesting, and we have lots coming up. Stay with us.